Teresa, this place is absolutely amazing. I take my hat off to Domenico, really. And I'm just looking here at this amazing slate on the ground. You know, they shipped this out in the 1800s. Like, there is enormous history. Very French. I'm sort of having a look around. It's got this nearly Parisian look about it, this place, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Now, tell me what else they do here.
Well, they have classes, bread making classes, and they use organic flour.
Yes.
And pizza classes. They sell pizzas are amazing here.
It's the buzzword, we know. We're so over pizza. Yeah.
And also calzone classes. And I think Dominic's got a surprise for us too.
Oh, has he really?
Yes.
Now, the one thing, and I hope our viewers will have embraced this spelt story as much as we have, because the one thing I can say about spelt, it is highly digestible. It's organic, which means it's good for the environment because it's less prone to disease, and therefore you don't have to use fertilisers.
Yes.
So that's important, although that sort of, I guess, keeps it a bit high in price. So economically, I hope that the public get behind this amazing cereal grain. Of course, it's not flour, but it is from the flour family. So it's kind of hard to explain. But it is nutritious. It's got a very high protein level, and I think actually it probably, it's got less calories than flour, but less fibre. So it's interesting, a bit of.
Well, we like the less calories.
The less calorie bit, okay. But most importantly, the taste, it's nutty and it's sweet and it's very evident in your thing. And of course, when we go and see Dominic make his final dish, just think about how we have used spelt flour, not just in the savoury style, but we can also do it in the dessert style.
Yeah, and today he's going to make us a calzone, and he's putting.
What is a calzone for our viewers at home?
Calzone is, well, as you see,
ripiena?
Pita ripiena. Well, it is like a pizza, like a pasty.
Yes.
You could say that.
Yes.
Like a pasty,
Yes.
form of a pasty.
Yes.
And he's using the wholemeal spelt flour that he used in his bread.
Yes.
And also in my gnocchi.
Yes.
And he's going to put a basic custard, some poached pears, and cioccolato.
Mamma
So
mia.
just chocolate pieces,
Yes.
fold it over, put some almonds, and in the oven for about 15 minutes. But you can do it with strawberries, apples, like an apple turnover. That's another thing you could call calzone.
Yummy.
But it's delicious.
And Bob's your uncle. No, Roberto il tuo zio. I'm going to make it Italian, don't I? All right, let's go see Domenico make his final recipe.
Now going back to when we were dividing the bread dough, I've taken out a little piece of about 300 grams, right? Roll it in flour, and this here we're going to make our dessert with the same bread dough. Flatten it out like so, nice and thin and even. We've flattened out our dough into a round shape, right? So now we're going to do our poached pears. Our poached pears is we boil water, sugar and cinnamon, and we'll throw in our peeled pears in there for about 5 minutes, right? And then after we slice it up, right, and we add custard, and we slice the pears on it and put chocolate, dark chocolate, and then we fold the calzone into a calzone, and then we'll bake it. Okay, now that I've put the calzone on top of the peel, right, I've lightly beaten an egg, right, that's I'm going to paste on top of the calzone, like so, right, and with the almond flakes, just lightly sprinkled on top. Well, that calzone will take about 15 minutes in our wood-fired oven. At home, we'll take about 220 for about 15 minutes. Just keep an eye. Most ovens vary, so just keep an eye on it. Okay, that's about 15 minutes in the oven now. Now we'll dust a little bit of icing sugar. And Daniela, would you like to come over and try it?
Excellent, buonissimo.
Grazie.
Bravo, Dom.
Oh, Teresa, thank you so much for introducing me to Dominic and the Abbotsford Bakery. It's just been amazing. Firstly, I've had a bit of an education on spelt flour.
I think we all have.
Yes, and I have watched you sweat it out in front of these
I think we still are.
100-year-old ovens, which you were telling me before, they get fired all night, is that correct?
All night they're on, yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that must take lots of wood, yeah?
There's lots of wood in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, this is they are beautiful buildings, and I do advise all our viewers out there to come and make a day of it. Now, most importantly, if you would like to learn how to make bread or pizza, you can learn this from these artisan bakers, and just go to their website and you can check when these classes are on. So that's the first thing. But me, because I'm stuck all day inside, what should I do?
I think you should just have a glass of wine.
Yes. Like my nonna used to have.
Senza
Rustico.
calcio.
Alla rustica.
Alla rustica.
Infatti. But most importantly, there are the beautiful gardens out there that you can eat, buy some of the pastries from the bakery and sit out in the gardens. It's quite beautiful.
I think we'll just grab a pizza.
Just grab a pizza?
Yeah. And maybe a calzone.
Maybe a calzone. I'd like to say thank you to Dominic and the staff for making this program possible. We've had lots of fun, and I hope that I can come and enjoy the wonderful hospitality here. And of course, aside from all these outbuildings and the businesses that are here, don't forget the Collingwood Children's Farm, which is just found to the north. It's fantastic for young kids. They can learn to grow their vegetables and really have an appreciation. It's something that we've always done as Italians.
Yes.
And it's great to see it carried on, not just for us as Europeans, but right here in Australia. So aren't we lucky? Alla prossima. Grazie.
Ciao.
Buon appetito.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Con those red lips, I'm going to say Gina Lollo Bridget, eat your heart out. How's about that? Ciao, alla
ciao.
prossima.
Alla
Ciao.
prossima.
Thanks, Dominic. Grazie. Ciao. Buonissimo. È buono,
È buono.
sto vino.
Italiano.
Oh yeah. Nebbiolo dalle langhe. Fantastico. Ciao.